Hey everybody, good evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to take a look at our hurricane outlook for this update. Let me make sure my sound is on, and it is. So, okay, here we take a look in Atlantic Ocean. We have two little systems to watch in the yellow X's. Basically, both have a 30% chance of developing, so light or a slight risk of developing, but really nothing major that we're going to keep our eyes on for now. Right now, most of the actions in the Pacific Ocean. We have Hurricane Orlene, which has pretty strong winds of 115 miles per hour, pressure of 972 millibars, and moving very slowly. So I think this will be a big rainmaker as it heads into western Mexico. Um, and again, the winds will be pretty hefty too. Again, 100 mile per hour winds. Speaking of which, Ian left havoc in places like Florida and the Carolinas. So prayers go out to them. Just utter devastation in places like Florida, Tampa, Florida. Storm surge was about 8 feet high, so just a lot of devastation in those areas. We also have two other areas to watch in the Pacific. We have this little X area here, and this area to the east, not so much, but this X is a 70% chance of developing. And so they're not giving a track yet, but they are saying it might form within the next 48 hours. Um, I do want to take a look at NOAA's seasonal outlook, though, because again, we're heading towards the winter season. So we're going to take a look, refresh of what they're forecasting, a refresher. So here is October. Sorry, my dog was chewing something. November, December. And again, it has a warm fall, early start to winter, but things really get cranky. Let's take a look at November, December, and January. We start to see a lot of cold infiltrate south. So, I think this is going to continue to grow colder. But the point is, it's chipping away at the warmth. So this is an indication of potentially a very cold December, which Joe Bastardi is forecasting from weatherbell.com. And then we have December, January, and February, just brutally cold. So this is no joke of a winter, guys. This is a very serious winter on board that our national weather forecast agency for the USA is forecasting very strong winter on board. So let's take a look if we want to further this out into February, March, and April. Again, very just brutal conditions for Minnesota, for North Dakota, for South Dakota, and for Montana. So um, I do think also that this is going to head eastward and chip away eastward at the warmth. And then we're going to see possibly even places like New York. I don't know. I don't want to go too drastic with my predictions right now. But I will say that this will chip away southward. I think that places like Cincinnati, Ohio will start to get in on the cold forecast for this winter. So, in other words, I don't think it's just going to be confined, the cold this winter, to the northern plains. I think, again, the trend is our friend, and I think it's going to continue going southward to places like Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and whatnot. Um, I do want to take a look, though. We are starting to see some cold fall weather happen. And for example, it's going to be 40. It's going to dip to a low of 40 degrees here in Cleveland, Ohio tonight. So already starting to taste a little bit of that early fall weather um, as a prelude to winter, so to speak, even though that's pretty far away. But we see October 7th, we get a very cool shot, which is 5 days from now. And that could, again, produce temps in the 40s and 30s for much of the Midwest. And then, so again, that kind of fades by the next several days after that. So um, let's close off with the severe weather update. And let's go to SPC, or Storm Prediction Center, for that. Um, and really, that's close on a quiet note, because severe weather season is primarily over. When severe weather season is active, that's when you get that cold air from Canada diving into that warm air from the south, that humid air in the springtime, and it lifts it up. because of the density of the cold air compared to the less density of the warm air and whatnot. So so things are starting to look up for winter for all these snow lovers and winter lovers like me. And I do think it's going to be a bad winter. And not only do I think that, the models are showing that also. So again, stay tuned to my updates for much more long-range weather content to come. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.